Yo, what's going on, guys? And TJ Warren is back. My T-Wolves are a team that, hey, it was scary for a second with Anthony Edwards going out with the ankle injury, but then he came back in. And obviously with the unfortunate news for Karl-Anthony Towns, TJ Warren, who we recently signed a few days ago on a 10-day contract, made good of his debut. And he's a guy that I would not be surprised. If you guys saw last year with, I believe he was better with the Nets than he was with the Suns, if I recall correctly. I'll pull up his stats here. But TJ came up tonight and showcased what he can do. He's a microwave. Straight up. Shot 3 of 5 from the field. Had 7 points in 16 minutes. Grabbed the board. And honestly, he tried on defense, and that's what we need. And I thought he was showing that he can still move. He's giving us depth at the wing position, which, let's be honest, guys, that's been a problem for us all season long. As Taurean Prince is gone, and I'm not sitting here saying Taurean Prince was great, but he was depth there, and we, outside of Kyle Anderson, Jaden McDaniels, we really didn't have and Nickeil Alexander-Walker's more of like a swingman, more of a combo guard, so we didn't really have a true guy there. And no offense to Monty Morris, who we recently signed to be a micro, like a kind of another guard depth. He's, not been super, he's still getting integrated, and he hasn't, he's not going to be anything that moves the needle. And I'm not saying TJ Warren is either, but with the Karl-Anthony Towns injury, it's going to allow us now to have our bench tonight, which I felt like was an off night, was able to combine for 12 points, Olin, okay? 12 rebounds, my apology, but 23 points just from Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Reed, who are not, Naz Reed and Nickeil Alexander-Walker, the mainstay, and right there, 23 points. That's what they usually do, and that's basically what the for the season, the Timberwolves, I think, are like a under 30 points per game bench unit, which bottom 5, I think, at one point of the season. By adding TJ Warren, you're getting a guy who might outpush that number over 30, and I know it's so minuscule, but if the meniscus injury is not as bad as we think, hey, Joel Embiid has the same thing, and he's trying to rush back. So I think it's really big there, especially with us pulling Kyle Anderson into the starting lineup, which seems to be what they're going to do, because I think they want to keep the size, is what it seemingly is what they want to do. I thought Reed was going to go there, but I think they want Reed to come in the second unit. But if Kyle struggles and continues, not to be able to score, I think they want him to score at least maybe low double digits. But if he keeps just being more of a defensive pass specialist, maybe they keep him on the bench and they put Reed in if TJ Warren could show that he can be reliable, and they'll convert him to a standard contract, which I hope. I love TJ Warren. It's a good story if he can come back. You guys remember Bubble God, TJ Warren. But at this point, I think he's shown that he can still be a versatile scorer. I know he's had that foot issue, but he's shown that he's still a reliable shooter, especially from mid-range. And he can be a solid shot, and he should be a solid defender when he's focused. So let me hear your thoughts down below. What do you think of TJ? And am I wrong, or you guys agree?